Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the world of treasure, hidden in plain sight. We're talking about the top 10 most valuable rare US Lincoln wheat pennies that are worth millions of dollars. Moneybag, that's right, some of these humble 1-cent coins have turned ordinary people into millionaires. So check your piggy banks, old coin jars, and grandpa's coin collections, because you might be sitting on a fortune. Thumbs up, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a chance to find hidden treasure. Today we're diving deep into one of the most valuable and fascinating coins in American numismatic history, the 1941 D. Lincoln wheat penny. You may think that a 1-cent coin could never be worth much. But what if I told you that a specific version of the 1941 D. Lincoln wheat penny can be worth as much as $77,281 in today's market? That's right. A single penny potentially worth over $77,000. This is no ordinary coin. So let's get into why this coin is so valuable, what makes it special, and how you can identify one in your own collection first. Let's start with the history of the Lincoln wheat penny. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It replaced the Indian head penny and marked the first time a real person had ever appeared on an American coin. The wheat ears design on the reverse symbolizes prosperity and growth in America. This design was used from 1909 to 1958. Coins from this period, especially those with minting anomalies or in pristine condition, can carry extraordinary value. Now let's zoom into the year 1941. America was on the brink of entering World War II. The Denver Mint produced over 128 million Lincoln wheat pennies that year, with the small letter D mint marked just below the date on the coin's obverse side. That's a large mintage, and usually coins produced in such high numbers aren't particularly rare. But with the 1941 D penny, the story is different. While most of these coins are only worth a few cents in circulated condition, a select few command staggering prices in the numismatic market. So what makes the 1941 D. Lincoln wheat penny worth up to $77,281? Let's break it down. The key lies in a combination of factors: mint errors, condition, rarity, and demand. First up, let's talk about condition. Collectors place a premium on coins that are in mint state condition. This means the coin shows no signs of wear and still has its original luster. A 1941 D wheat penny graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC is extremely rare. Out of the millions minted, only a tiny fraction survived in such flawless condition. These coins look almost brand new, as if they were struck yesterday. And it's those pristine specimens that are attracting 5-figure price tags. Next is the presence of mint errors. Some 1941 D pennies have known die errors, such as double die obverse where the date, letters, or Lincoln's features appear doubled. There are also off-center strikes, repunched mint marks, and die cracks that increase the coin's rarity and desirability. These errors occurred during the minting process and are highly sought after by collectors because they represent unique imperfections that make the coin one of a kind. A 1941 D penny with a strong double die or repunched mint mark in high grade can easily skyrocket in value. Let's also consider rarity and demand. Even though over 128 million were made, only a handful remain in top mint state today. Most coins entered circulation and suffered from wear, corrosion, and damage over the decades. Collectors are always chasing those top-graded coins to complete their Lincoln cent series. So when a gem-quality 1941 D wheat penny hits the market, fierce bidding wars break out. In fact, a 1941 D penny graded MS67 read by PCGS has sold for a jaw-dropping $77,281 at auction. That's more than some cars and college tuition combined. And this is not an isolated case. Depending on the coin's grade and eye appeal, the current market value for a high-end 1941 D Lincoln wheat penny ranges from $63,877 to $77,281. Now you might be wondering, could you be holding one of these treasures in your collection? It's absolutely possible. So here's what to look for. First, check the date. it must be 1941. Then look just below the date for a small letter D. That's the Denver Mint mark. If you have that, you're off to a good start. Next, examine the coin's condition. Is the detail sharp? Can you see Lincoln's hair, cheekbones, and the wheat ears clearly? Does it still shine like a new penny? If so, it could be in mint state condition. For a more precise evaluation, consider sending it to a professional grading service. A certified grade can make all the difference in determining the coin's true value. If you think you may have a valuable 1941 D wheat penny, don't clean it. Cleaning a coin can ruin its natural patina and drastically lower its value. Store it safely in a holder or coin flip and keep it away from moisture and extreme temperatures. Then get it appraised or graded by a reputable service. Let's talk a bit about what drives these high values in the collector's market. Numismatics isn't just a hobby, it's an investment opportunity. Coins like the 1941 D wheat penny are part of American history. They've survived wars, economic shifts, and the passage of time. Their value is driven by rarity, condition, and the emotional connection collectors feel to owning a piece of the past. And as fewer high-grade examples remain, their value continues to climb. Now let's recap. The 1941 D Lincoln wheat penny may look like an ordinary copper coin, but in the world of rare coins, it's a true gem. With a market value ranging from $63,877 to $77,281 for mint state specimens, it's a penny that could change your life. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, keep an eye out for this rare coin in pocket change, old jars, or family collections. You never know when history might be hiding in the palm of your hand. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of America's most valuable pennies, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell for more incredible coin stories and discoveries. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a 1941 D wheat penny or have a coin story you'd like to share. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy hunting! Hey there, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Welcome back to the channel where we uncover the hidden value in the change you might have in your pocket right now. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating story of one of the most collectible coins from the World War II era, the 1945 D Mint Mark Lincoln wheat penny. This humble little coin, once worth just a single cent, could now be worth as much as $51,281 on the current market. That's right, over $51,000 for a coin that many people overlook every day. So grab your magnifying glass, because you're going to want to double-check your coin collection after this video. Let's begin with a bit of history. The Lincoln wheat penny was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature the face of a real person and was designed by Victor David Brenner. The wheat ears on the reverse symbolize prosperity and growth, which was a perfect message for a coin introduced during the progressive era in American history. Now fast forward to 1945. The world was just coming out of World War II. America had just emerged victorious, but resources were still being conserved, and the U.S. Mint was pushing out millions of coins to support the recovering economy. In that year, the Denver Mint, marked with a small d below the date, produced over 266 million Lincoln wheat pennies. That makes it one of the more common wheat pennies from the era in terms of quantity. But here's the twist: even though there were millions made, very few survive today in pristine condition, especially those with special traits, minting errors, or flawless surfaces. And it's those rare examples that can be worth a small fortune. So what exactly makes a 1945 D Lincoln penny so valuable today? The answer lies in condition, rarity, and demand. While circulated coins in average condition might only fetch a few cents to a couple of dollars, uncirculated coins in near-perfect condition, especially those graded MS-67 or above by the Professional Coin Grading Service or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, can go for tens of thousands of dollars at auctions. These coins have sharp detail, full luster, and no visible wear. They're essentially museum-quality examples of this historical piece of American currency. Now here's where it gets really exciting. The highest known values of the 1945 Lincoln penny have reached between $49,557 and $51,281 in recent sales. That's the range we're seeing in the collector's market today for specimens in top mint state condition with perfect strike quality. These are coins that have been stored safely for decades. No fingerprints, no scratches, no wear, and definitely no corrosion. Finding one like that is like winning the lottery if it's been sitting in your old coin jar or passed down in a family collection. But that's not the only reason why some of these coins sell for so much. Errors and varieties also play a huge role in the value of 1945 wheat pennies. Collectors go crazy for coins with unique mistakes, things like double dies, repunched mint marks, off-center strikes, and die cracks. A 1945 with a bold double die obverse, for instance, can significantly increase its market value. Even more common errors, like slight off-center strikes, can still make a coin worth hundreds or even thousands depending on its condition. Now let's talk about demand. The Lincoln Wheat Penny series is one of the most collected coin series in the United States. From beginners to professional numismatists, everyone loves these coins for their historical significance and nostalgic value. Because so many people are trying to build complete wheat penny sets, there's always high demand for even the most common dates, and especially for the ones in top-grade condition like the 1945 So how do you know if your 1945 penny is worth big money? First, check the condition. Does it have that original red or reddish-brown color? Does it look untouched, with no visible scratches or wear? If it looks minty fresh, you may be sitting on a valuable coin. Next, look for errors or unusual features. A double date, a misshapen mint mark, or anything else that looks off could mean you've got a rarity. Finally, it's always a good idea to get your coin graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. A professional grade is what truly unlocks the coin's market value. In recent years, coin auctions have seen skyrocketing bids for 1945 wheat pennies in perfect shape. In 2024, for example, a mint state 67 plus red penny from this year sold for just over $51,000 at a major numismatic auction. That's life-changing money for a coin that originally cost just 1 cent. And with more collectors entering the hobby every day, especially thanks to YouTube and social media, demand for these high-grade examples is only growing. So what's the takeaway here? The 1945 Lincoln Wheat Penny might seem like just another old copper coin, but in the right condition, it can be a true treasure. Whether you inherited a coin collection, picked one up at a garage sale, or have an old coin jar full of pennies, it's definitely worth taking a closer look. You never know, one of them could be worth thousands. And that wraps up today's video. If you found this information helpful or interesting, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell so you never miss another valuable coin story. Drop a comment below if you've got a 1945 penny in your collection or if you've ever scored a valuable coin find. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting! Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins in American numismatic history, the legendary 1950 Lincoln Wheat Penny. You heard that right. A coin that many people overlook in their change jar or penny rolls could be worth an eye-watering sum of money, anywhere from $23,757 to $33,981 in today's rare coin market. So, whether you're a seasoned collector, a beginner, or just someone hoping to strike it rich with a lucky find, you're going to want to stick around to hear the incredible story of this rare and valuable coin. Let's start with the basics. The 1950 Lincoln Wheat Penny was minted in Denver, as denoted by the small D mint mark located just below the date on the obverse. That's the front of the coin. The obverse features the familiar profile of President Abraham Lincoln, a design by Victor David Brenner that first appeared in 1909 to celebrate the centennial of Lincoln's birth. The reverse design showcases the iconic wheat ears, also known as the wheat reverse, which was used from 1909 through 1958. On the back, you'll see the inscriptions, 1 cent, and United States of America. flanked by two stylized wheat stalks, along with the phrase, E pluribus unum, across the top. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. While over 334 million Lincoln pennies were minted in Denver in 1950, making it seem like a common coin, only a tiny percentage have survived in pristine, uncirculated condition, and even fewer with rare errors or in exceptionally high grades. Those high-quality, untouched specimens are what make this coin extremely valuable in today's collector's market. So, what makes a 1950 Lincoln penny worth nearly $34,000? The key factors are condition, rarity, demand, and sometimes mint errors. Coins that have been professionally graded by top services like PCGS or NGC and received grades of MS66 red or higher, that's mint state, with full original red luster, are what command the highest prices. Collectors place a premium on color and quality, and red-colored wheat pennies in mint state are always in high demand. Now, let's talk about rarity and demand. Although millions were made, most 1950 pennies entered circulation and suffered wear and tear. Mint state red examples are far less common. And among those, coins with no contact marks, strong luster, and perfect centering are even rarer. That's what drives the price sky high. For example, in recent years, auctions have seen 1950 pennies graded MS67 red sell for over $30,000. That's a staggering return on a single-cent coin. Just imagine, one penny turning into the price of a luxury car or even a down payment on a home. But that's not all. There are also a few known errors and varieties that can dramatically increase the coin's value. Some 1950 Lincoln wheat pennies feature die breaks, repunched mint marks, RPMs, or even double dies. These kinds of mint errors are highly collectible. A repunched mint mark, where the D was stamped more than once slightly off-center, creates a visually interesting and rare variety. These varieties are sought after by error coin collectors and can fetch hundreds, or even thousands more than the standard mint state value. So how do you know if your 1950 penny is valuable? First, check for color and condition. If your coin still has its original red tone and minimal wear, you might have a winner. Second, check for any unusual markings, doubling, or repunched mint marks. And third, if you believe your coin is in great condition or has an error, send it to a professional grading service. The grading process costs a bit, but it can unlock the true market potential of your coin. Now let's take a closer look at market trends and current values. As of now, the most pristine examples of the 1950 Lincoln wheat penny, those graded MS67 red by PCGS or NGC, are valued between $23,757 and $33,981. Even coins graded slightly lower, such as MS65 red, can still bring in hundreds to thousands of dollars depending on eye appeal and demand. And don't forget, if you happen to have one with a rare error, the value could be even higher. It's no wonder that this penny has become a top target for collectors and treasure hunters alike. So, why is this coin still so important in 2025? The answer is simple. The 1950 Lincoln wheat penny is not just a coin, it's a piece of American history. It reflects post-World War II industrialization, the evolution of U.S. coinage, and the artistry of one of the country's most enduring coin designs. And in a world where many people overlook pennies as insignificant, this one reminds us that even the smallest things can be worth a fortune. Now, before we wrap up, here's a pro tip. Always check your change, coin rolls, and old jars. Some of the most valuable coins ever found were discovered in pocket change or tucked away in grandma's coin collection. Keep a magnifying glass handy, learn to spot key features like mint marks and luster, and stay up to date with coin value trends. You never know, the next 1950 wheat penny worth tens of thousands could be sitting right in your own home. So there you have it. The full story of the 1950 Lincoln wheat penny, a seemingly ordinary coin with an extraordinary value. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell so you never miss out on our latest discoveries in coin collecting. Share this video with friends and family. Who knows, maybe they've got a treasure hiding in plain sight. Thanks for watching, and until next time, Happy collecting! Hey there, coin collectors and treasure hunters! Welcome back to the channel where we uncover rare coins that could be sitting in your pocket change right now, worth thousands of dollars. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1951 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat penny, a small copper coin that could be worth up to $23,757 in today's market. That's right. Just one penny could make you thousands of dollars richer. So stick around as we explore the history, unique features, hidden details, and collector demand that makes this humble cent so incredibly valuable. Let's start with a little background. The Lincoln Wheat cent was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and who better than Honest Abe? The obverse side features the classic right-facing profile of Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse, from 1909 to 1958, showcases two stalks of wheat surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America, giving the coin its nickname, the Wheat Penny. Now, let's fast forward to 1951. That year, the U.S. Mint produced Lincoln Wheat pennies in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins from Denver carry a DE mint mark, those from San Francisco have an S, and coins minted in Philadelphia have no mint mark at all. Yes, you heard that right. If your 1951 penny doesn't have a mint mark under the date, it was minted in Philadelphia, and that's the version we're talking about today. Mintage and circulation. The Philadelphia Mint produced over 284 million Lincoln cents in 1951. That sounds like a lot, right? But here's the twist. The vast majority of these coins were heavily circulated, worn down through decades of use. That's why finding a 1951 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat penny in pristine condition is incredibly rare, and rarity drives value. While most circulated examples are only worth a few cents to a couple of dollars depending on condition, certain coins, especially those graded highly by third-party graders like PCGS or NGC, can reach astronomical values. What makes it valuable? So, what makes this 1951 no-mint mark penny so special that one sold for an eye-watering $23,757? The value comes down to 3 main factors: condition, rarity, and demand. First up, condition. Coins are graded on a 70-point scale, with MS 70 being perfect. A 1951 penny graded MS 66, MS 67, or even higher can be worth thousands. That's because it means the coin has virtually no wear, no scratches, and strong, original luster. These coins are often taken straight from original rolls or mint sets and preserved with extreme care. Next, rarity. While millions were made, very few survive in uncirculated or high-grade condition today. Combine that rarity with growing demand from collectors who want to complete their Lincoln cent sets with high-grade specimens, and you get serious price action. Lastly, let's talk about errors. Certain 1951 Lincoln pennies also have minting errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, or repunched mint marks. Though rare for the no-mint mark Philadelphia coins, these varieties can raise the value even more. Always examine your coins closely or get them professionally appraised. Recent sale and market value. Now, here's the part you've been waiting for. One of the highest graded examples of the 1951 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat penny, graded MS 67 red, recently sold for $23,757 at a public auction. Yes, that's nearly $24,000 for a 1-cent coin. This price reflects the collector demand for top-tier examples of classic American coinage. As more people enter the hobby and high-grade examples get snapped up into private collections, these coins only become more valuable. Even in lower uncirculated grades like MS 64 or MS 65, you might be looking at anywhere from $50 to several $100s. So don't underestimate that old wheat penny you found in your drawer. It might be worth far more than face value. How to identify and grade. So how can you tell if you've got a valuable 1951 wheat penny? First, check for the mint mark. If there's no mint mark beneath the date, you're looking at a Philadelphia coin. Next, examine the coin's condition. Does it still have its original red color and shine? Are there any scratches, nicks, or wear? A coin with a bright red hue and sharp detail is far more valuable than one that's brown and worn. If you think you have a potentially valuable coin, consider getting it graded by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Grading not only authenticates your coin but can also significantly increase its resale value. Tips for collectors. If you're new to coin collecting or hoping to stumble across a valuable wheat penny, here are a few tips. Search through old coin jars and rolls. Bank-wrapped penny rolls or estate collections are often overlooked sources of valuable coins. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to check for fine details like luster, strike quality, and possible errors. Store your coins properly in acid-free coin holders or albums to prevent damage. Join coin forums and communities to stay up to date on market trends and discover what collectors are currently after. Invest in a coin guidebook or use online databases to compare your coins to auction records and current prices. The 1951 no-mint Mark Lincoln wheat penny is a perfect example of how even the most ordinary coins can become extraordinary treasures. While millions were minted, only a few pristine examples survive today, and those can fetch tens of thousands of dollars. So don't overlook that little penny in your pocket change. You just might be holding a piece of American history that's worth a small fortune. Remember, coin collecting isn't just a hobby. It's a thrilling treasure hunt. You never know when you might stumble upon a coin that changes your life. Whether you're collecting for fun, history, or profit, the journey is half the excitement. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another coin spotlight. Drop a comment below and let us know if you've ever found a rare wheat penny in your collection. We'd love to hear your story. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting! Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of one of America's most beloved coins, the 1952 Lincoln wheat penny, a rare collectible with significant value in today's action-packed coin market. If you've ever come across an old penny and wondered if it could be worth a fortune, this is one video you won't want to miss. Get ready to explore the incredible story behind this coin, its unique features, collector demand, and just how much it can fetch in today's dollar-driven coin market. The story of the 1952 Lincoln wheat penny begins in the post-war era of the United States. Minted in Denver, Colorado, this penny was part of a legacy that started back in 1909 with the introduction of the Lincoln cent, celebrating the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the wheat ears on the reverse side symbolized the nation's agricultural heritage. By 1952, the U.S. was in a time of booming industry, post-World War II economic growth, and strong national pride. This little coin was part of everyday life for millions of Americans. Yet today, it stands out as a rare gem, no longer common change, but a valuable piece of American history. What makes the 1952 Lincoln wheat penny truly unique is not just its age, but its fine craftsmanship and mint mark. The D underneath the date represents the Denver Mint, one of the United States' most important production facilities for coinage. While millions were struck, very few survive today in pristine condition. The coin features the classic wheat reverse and Lincoln profile obverse that collectors adore. High-grade versions, especially those in mint state, MS conditions, are exceedingly scarce. The detail, luster, and overall sharpness of the 1952 make it a standout among mid-century coins. And when you spot one with original red coloring and sharp strike, you're looking at a treasure that's considered a crown jewel in any Lincoln cent collection. Rarity and condition are two powerful forces in the coin collecting world, and the 1952 wheat penny has both. While circulated versions are still occasionally found, finding one in uncirculated or near-perfect condition is a true rarity. Coins graded MS65 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC are in huge demand. Red designated coins, where the original copper color remains vibrant and untarnished, are even more highly prized. These aren't just coins, they're investment-grade assets. Their limited availability, combined with the rising interest in mid-century American coinage, has made the 1952D a hot target for collectors across the country and even internationally. In today's high-energy auction markets, the 1952D Lincoln penny is proving to be a serious player. While lower-grade examples might sell for modest amounts, high-grade coins are drawing significant attention from collectors and investors alike. Depending on condition and color designation, values can reach into the hundreds or even thousands of dollars. A perfectly preserved 1952D in MS67 red condition can command auction prices exceeding $2,500 or more. This strong value trend shows no sign of slowing down. With each passing year, pristine examples become harder to find, pushing values higher and making this coin an increasingly smart addition to any collection. For collectors eager to secure a 1952D Lincoln wheat penny, here are some powerful tips. Always look for coins that have been professionally graded and encapsulated, ensuring authenticity and condition. Seek out those that retain their original luster and show minimal signs of handling. Auctions, coin shows, and reputable dealers are the best sources for these high-value finds. And remember, coins with a bright red finish and a sharp, full strike bring in the top dollar. These are the types to look out for. Investing in a high-grade 1952D penny today could mean owning a coin that continues to appreciate in both historical and monetary value. In conclusion, the 1952D Lincoln wheat penny is far more than a simple copper coin. It's a symbol of America's rich numismatic heritage and a hot commodity in today's collector market. With its fascinating history, distinct design, and rising auction values, this coin holds a place of honor in the world of rare currency. Whether you're an experienced collector or a curious newcomer, now is the perfect time to explore the incredible potential of this small but mighty coin. Don't underestimate the power of a penny, especially when it's a 1952D Lincoln wheat penny. Make sure to keep an eye out, because this rare treasure might just be waiting for you in a forgotten drawer or an old family coin jar. And if you're lucky enough to find one in top condition, you're holding a valuable piece of American history worth thousands. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed learning about the amazing 1952D Lincoln wheat penny, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into the world of rare coins. Until next time, keep collecting and stay curious. Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving deep into the captivating world of one of the most iconic and highly sought-after coins in American numismatic history, the 1953 no-mint mark Lincoln wheat penny. If you think a humble 1-cent coin can't be worth a fortune, think again. This coin is more than just pocket change. It's a piece of American history with growing demand, a powerful collector following, and an impressive dollar value in today's auction markets. So get ready as we explore everything you need to know about this rare and valuable coin. Let's begin with the history and background of this fascinating coin. The 1953 Lincoln wheat penny was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which is why it does not carry a mint mark. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin features the profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a tribute to one of America's most revered leaders. The reverse side displays 2 stalks of wheat, symbolizing strength and abundance, along with the words 1 cent and United States of America. This wheat penny design was in circulation from 1909 to 1958, and the 1953 issue remains one of the standout years for collectors due to its exceptional historical significance and its increasing rarity as time goes on. What makes the 1953 no-mint mark penny truly unique is the remarkable craftsmanship and detail, especially in higher grades. Many coins from this period have worn down or suffered damage through decades of circulation, but those preserved in mint-state condition showcase sharp, well-defined features that collectors absolutely cherish. Another fascinating aspect is the strong, clear strike that the Philadelphia Mint achieved in that year, giving the coin a crisp and refined appearance that continues to shine over 70 years later. In addition, some rare varieties from 1953 display slight doubling or subtle die breaks, making them even more attractive and desirable for serious collectors. Now let's talk about the rarity and condition of this coin, which plays a critical role in its growing value. While millions were minted in 1953, The number of coins that have survived in pristine, uncirculated condition is shockingly low. The passage of time, daily use, and environmental factors have worn down most examples. Only a small fraction remains in near-perfect condition, and those are the coins that are fueling intense competition among collectors. High-grade specimens certified by top grading companies like PCGS and NGC are commanding premium prices. Coins that earn a grade of MS65 or higher are considered especially rare and are almost guaranteed to spark bidding wars at auctions and private sales. In terms of collector demand, the 1953 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat penny is experiencing a massive surge in popularity. Both new and seasoned collectors are on the lookout for this coin due to its historical value, classic design, and the challenge it presents in finding top-quality examples. It fits perfectly in Lincoln cent collections, especially for those who aim to build a complete set of wheat pennies. Its connection to the post-World War II era also adds emotional and historical depth that makes it stand out. As collecting gains popularity across all age groups, the demand for mid-century wheat pennies has skyrocketed, and the 1953 no-mint mark version is leading the charge. Let's now turn our attention to the exciting current market value in dollars. This is where things get really exciting. In today's coin market, the 1953 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat penny in average circulated condition can still bring in a few dollars. But when it comes to uncirculated, mint-state coins, prices can climb dramatically. Coins graded MS65 are currently fetching $1,000 or more at major auctions. If you are fortunate enough to own a gem-quality MS66 or MS67 version, you could be looking at offers of $5,000 to even $10,000, depending on eye appeal and certification. Some rare varieties or coins with unique toning have even surpassed those numbers, making this penny an incredible investment opportunity for collectors and investors alike. For those of you hoping to get into collecting or find one of these rare beauties, here are some tips for collectors to keep in mind. First, always check the condition. Look for sharp details, no scratches, and clean surfaces. Investing in a coin with third-party certification from a trusted grading company ensures authenticity and adds value. Pay close attention to auction listings and estate sales, as hidden gems often pop up where you least expect them. And most importantly, be patient and passionate. The thrill of discovering or acquiring a 1953 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in superb condition is unmatched in the world of numismatics. In conclusion, the 1953 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat penny is far more than just a penny. It's a legendary piece of American coinage that continues to rise in value and prestige. With its rich history, iconic design, increasing rarity, and soaring market value, it has become one of the most desirable coins for collectors worldwide. Whether you're an experienced numismatist or just starting out, keeping your eyes open for this coin could lead you to a truly rewarding treasure. So start checking your coin jars, old collections, and even your family's change drawer, because the next big discovery could be just one penny away. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more rare coin spotlights and collecting tips. Until next time, happy collecting and may you find your own piece of history. Welcome back to the channel, coin lovers and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, and the spotlight is on the incredible 1954 Lincoln Wheat penny, a small copper coin with a massive presence in today's collector market. With its rich history, unique mint mark, and growing demand, this penny is making waves among numismatists and investors alike. If you have one of these in your collection or come across one in your pocket change, you might just be holding a hidden gem worth far more than just a cent. Let's start by understanding the background and history of the 1954 wheat penny. This coin was minted during a period when the United States was still recovering from the aftereffects of World War II and transitioning into a booming industrial era. The Lincoln Wheat penny itself had already become a beloved staple of American coinage since its first appearance in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The design by Victor David Brenner, featuring Lincoln's profile on the obverse and 2 wheat ears on the reverse, was iconic and celebrated American ideals of growth and unity. The 1954D variant, minted in Denver, stood out due to the meticulous minting quality and a limited mintage compared to other post-war years. One of the most attractive features of the 1954D Lincoln Wheat penny is its unique combination of design, metal composition, and mint mark positioning. Made primarily of copper, with a small percentage of tin and zinc, this penny has a beautiful reddish-brown luster that has aged gracefully over time. The D mint mark, located just below the date on the obverse side, signifies that it was minted at the Denver Mint, a facility known for producing some of the most sought-after coins in numismatic history. The crisp detail on the wheat stalks and Lincoln's profile remains a highlight, especially in well-preserved specimens. When it comes to rarity and condition, this penny begins to shine even brighter. While millions were minted, finding one in pristine condition today is extremely rare. Most have been lost to time, circulation wear, or damage. However, examples that have been preserved in mint state, especially those graded MS65 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, are in very high demand. Toning, original luster, and sharp strike all increase the coin's desirability, and collectors around the world are willing to pay a premium for coins in excellent condition. The demand for the 1954D Lincoln Wheat penny has never been stronger. Collectors and investors are actively hunting for this coin, driven by its scarcity, historical appeal, and investment potential. With the resurgence of interest in classic U.S. coinage and the steady appreciation in values, this penny has become a top target. Enthusiasts are not only drawn to it for its beauty but also for the thrill of owning a piece of American history that continues to rise in value with each passing year. Speaking of value, let's talk numbers. A circulated 1954D wheat penny can sell for a few dollars depending on condition, but when you move into higher grades, the value soars. Uncirculated examples in MS65 condition can fetch upwards of $200 to $500, and in even finer grades, the price can climb into the thousands. In fact, rare gems with full red coloration and no visible flaws have been known to sell at major auctions for prices well above $5,000 to $10,000, making this penny a true standout in the numismatic world. As collectors recognize the upward trend in historical value, this coin continues to set impressive benchmarks at coin shows and auctions across the country. For collectors looking to add a 1954D Lincoln Wheat penny to their collection, here are a few essential tips to maximize your investment. Always seek out certified coins from reputable grading companies to ensure authenticity and grade. Look for those that retain their original color and luster. These are often the most valuable. Stay informed by following current auction prices and market trends, as the value of this coin can rise quickly with changing demand. And finally, be patient. Finding the right specimen at the right price is key to building a collection that grows in value over time. In conclusion, the 1954D Lincoln Wheat penny is much more than just a 1-cent coin. It's a powerful symbol of American heritage, craftsmanship, and enduring value. With its unique features, increasing rarity, and booming demand in today's collector market, it has become a hot commodity for serious coin enthusiasts. If you come across one of these in your collection or acquire one through trade, consider yourself lucky. You may be holding a coin that's not only rich in history, but also rich in dollar value. Stay tuned to this channel for more hidden treasures and rare coin discoveries that could turn your pocket change into a small fortune. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting! Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. If you're someone who loves rare finds, surprising history, and the thrill of hidden fortune hiding in your pocket change, then you're in for a treat today. Because in this video, we're diving deep into the story of one extraordinary coin, the 1949 Lincoln Wheat penny without a mint mark, a humble copper coin that's now commanding a jaw-dropping price of up to $47,981 in today's collector's market. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny, originally worth just 1 cent, can now be worth tens of thousands of dollars. But how? What makes this coin so special? And how can you tell if you've got one hiding in your piggy bank or coin jar? Stick with me because we're going to cover it all: the history, design, rarity, grading, errors, and the current market value of this incredible coin. Let's jump right in. The 1949 Lincoln Wheat Penny, also known as the Lincoln Cent, was minted in Philadelphia, which means it does not have a mint mark. That's right, if you flip the coin over and check just below the date and see nothing, that means it was minted in Philly. But just because it lacks a mint mark doesn't mean it lacks value. In fact, quite the opposite. This coin belongs to the Wheat Penny series, which ran from 1909 to 1958. The obverse of the coin features the bust of President Abraham Lincoln, facing to the right, with the words, "In God We Trust," arching across the top. To the left of Lincoln is the word, "Liberty," and to the right is the date, 1949. The reverse side displays the iconic twin stalks of wheat curving around the edges, framing the words 1 cent and United States of America, with E pluribus unum on top. But let's get into what really makes this coin worth serious money. The Philadelphia Mint produced 217,775,000 of these coins in 1949. That sounds like a lot, right? So why is it rare? Well, here's the catch. While millions were produced, very few have survived in pristine, uncirculated condition. Most of these coins entered circulation, were used daily, got scratched, worn down, lost, or damaged over time. That's why finding a 1949 no-mint mark penny in mint state, MS, condition, especially MS 67 or higher, is incredibly rare. Professional coin grading plays a huge role here. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a flawless, perfect coin. The higher the grade, the higher the value. For example, a 1949 no-mint mark Lincoln Cent graded MS 65 red can easily fetch several $1,000s. But those few extremely rare examples graded MS 67 red, with vibrant luster, sharp detail, and virtually no marks, those are the ones selling for $44,000 to nearly $48,000 today. Let's talk about the color classification, because it matters a lot for Lincoln pennies. Coins are graded not just on wear, but also on color, and they fall into 3 main categories: red, RD, red-brown, RB, and brown, BN. A full red coin, which has retained its original copper brilliance, is the most sought after and commands the highest price. Most coins darken over time, turning red-brown or brown. So a 1949 wheat penny in full red luster and high grade is both stunning and rare. Now let's talk about errors. And yes, the 1949 wheat penny has its share of interesting and valuable mint errors. Some of the most desirable include double die obverse, DDO. This is where the date or the lettering appears doubled. This error is highly sought after by collectors. Off-center strike. If the coin design is not perfectly centered, it may have been struck off-center, making it a unique and valuable mistake. BIE error. This is a common Lincoln Cent error where a small die break occurs between the letters B and E in Liberty, creating what looks like a small I. These BIE errors are collectible and increase the coin's value. Clipped planchet. Part of the coin appears to be cut off. This error is dramatic and popular with error coin collectors. Coins with these types of errors, especially when found on a 1949 no-mint mark penny, can fetch thousands more, depending on the severity and uniqueness of the error. Now, you're probably wondering, what are the exact numbers? What is the real market value of this coin today? According to recent auction records and coin dealer price guides, a circulated 1949 no-mint mark wheat penny is typically worth between 10 cents and $1.50. Still a little more than face value. In extremely fine XF condition, the coin can be worth $2 to $10. In uncirculated MS 60 to MS 63 condition, expect values around $25 to $100. But in mint state MS 65 red, values shoot up to $1,000 to $3,500. And for those rare specimens graded MS 67 red, with brilliant luster and flawless details, we're talking about auction values ranging from $44,227 all the way to $47,981. That's the power of rarity, condition, and demand in the world of coin collecting. So, what should you do now? Well, first, check your pocket change. You never know what might be hiding in plain sight. Then, go through your old coin jars, your inherited coin collections, or even that dusty box in the attic. You're looking for a 1949 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark. And once you find one, don't clean it. That can reduce its value. Instead, store it carefully and consider getting it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Because who knows, you might be holding onto a small copper fortune worth up to $47,981. Before we wrap up, here's a bonus tip. If you're really serious about coin collecting, start learning how to identify key dates, mint marks, and errors. Even modern coins can have rare variations worth thousands. Knowledge is the real treasure in this hobby. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful or exciting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more coin collecting tips, coin values, and stories about rare coins that are worth a fortune. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Let us know in the comments, do you have a 1949 wheat penny? Or any other rare coins hiding in your collection? We'd love to hear your story. Until next time, happy hunting, and may your next penny be worth a fortune.